1, let's go. Okay, we're back with another Condensed GO game. Today we got a mattress in the background, but we also have a game breaker, so stay tuned for that. That's why we're starting way ahead in the game here. So right now we're at move 144, so we're well into the game, right? I'm playing as white at 9Q up against black, 10Qs, pretty evenly matched, intermediate level game. And I've started a few moves back from where I sort of want to get to here. So like I said, we're at 144. When we get up to about 160, 162, that's when things start to get a little dicey for me. But let's just take a quick look of where we are right now. Like I said, I'm white. What do we got? So we have the bottom of the board. Looks like we can probably cut across there. We got that black stone. We got all the way up here. This is one pretty big group. I'm just going to stop it here for simplicity. So that's all one group, right? I mean, maybe he can throw in there, but maybe he can sneak in here a little bit. But as it stands, I kind of have the bottom of the board and the right, and it's technically connected here too, right? And just it was too much to draw at once. Because this is all kind of one group, it looks like. We'll just circle around there, comes up here, a bit of space there. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that's sort of one group. That's what we're looking at, right? Everything sort of inside that. One big group along the bottom, bit of space up at the top, and black, kind of the opposite, right? What do we got? Big group in the middle. I'm just being real loosey-goosey here. You've got the upper left. It's got a nice little group in there, kind of the minimum to live, but looks good. And that upper right. So he's got a couple groups smaller, but what does the computer think right now? The computer thinks that I'm up by 12. 12 and a half is the advantage for white. So now we sort of know where we are. My phone is buzzing like crazy. Let's move that. All right, so now we got, let's just move ahead. So kind of have a flavor for the game here. We'll see where the action sort of moves. A couple forcing moves there. All right, so that's a nice move by black. He's kind of sealed that up. So this looks like one pretty solid big group right there. But have a look. Anywhere that looks like it might be in trouble for me. Like I said, I'm white. What is in trouble? This bottom group looks pretty solid. Maybe he can attack here, but not really. Like he moves here. I can put him in Atari, probably kill him off. Up here, this is a little dicey. Like maybe he can play here and kind of force, if he played here, he can force those two stones or those two stones. Maybe he can kill something off there. There's some space to be lost up here. Nothing really in danger. Now, what about this group, right? So this group here is interesting because we don't have a lot of eyes built. So we can probably put an eye in here. I think that's one. We assume that's connected out here. This isn't really an eye. This is kind of like a false eye, right? If I play there, he can kill me off. Maybe I can get an eye in there. Maybe I can't. I can probably get an eye in here somewhere. But if you really are digging deep and you're looking at this one right here, I am vulnerable, right? Because this group over here doesn't have even one eye, let alone two. This group up here doesn't have an eye, and there are cutting points in here, right? And if these get cut off from this group, which is probably more safe, it's pretty loose, but he can kill that off, right? So what do we got? I kind of ignore his plays there. We fight over a little bit of territory up top. And there, even that, look at that. So that's move 160. And I talked about these cutting points up here. How much safer does it feel with this stone there now? It's like, oh, I got this space, no problem. But do I? Because right there, that's what I'm talking about. He jumps in, puts this stone in Atari, so I have to respond. I think I have to respond. Maybe I don't, but I do. That allows him to connect back to this group, which is totally safe, right? It's a huge, strong group. All of a sudden, he's cut off. All these white stones are now cut off from these ones to the left. That's the game breaker, is this move right here. I'm going to go back to, get out of drawing mode. There we go. This is the move right there. That is the game breaker, H14. I thought I was safe. When I played this, I thought I was safe in there. That's all. There's so many stones of mine around that space. You know, I can play in here to connect up this group. It looked safe. It looked safe to me, but it wasn't. He recognized that, cut me off. All of a sudden, this game swung from computer thought I had about a 12.5 point advantage to now black has a 42-point advantage. Wow, it was like a 55-point swing. And now, look at this, look what the computer thinks. The computer thinks black has the entire upper left-hand side of the board. That's all territory. That's huge. He killed off two pretty solid, like two separate groups that were a decent enough size, and that's, you know, you can't really live through that and win. So I don't think this game went on much longer. I'll just fly ahead here. Yeah, played out a couple more moves, realized, hey, I think I've lost this one. Let's see what the final score is here when I resigned. And black by 40 points. So stay connected. I got cut there, right? That's just... I'm just going to step back to 162 here. Just to see... 161. 160. There we go. It looks safe, you know, at a glance, because I have stones all the way around there. Like, it looks safe. It doesn't really look like it's easy to threaten those stones, but I got cut. So you have to stay connected. That's the moral of the story today. You stay connected to your friends, to your family, to your other groups on the Go board game. You got to stay connected in life, to the internet, to whatever needs connecting. I don't know. Anyway, I've run out of metaphors, and that's probably the end of this one. So we'll see you in the next match for maybe another game breaker, maybe another condensed Go game. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there, and probably won't have this mattress leaning up against the wall in the next one. So let's go.